Okay, something that no one has ever asked me is, what's my favorite way to make coffee? And there's a couple different ways that I think are awesome. I'm going to try quickly go through these 3 different methods, kind of quick review method, things that I've used on the trail. One is the obvious is instant coffee. If you ride a sweet motorcycle like you probably do, you probably have a taste for the finer things in life. Instant coffee is not one of those. Sorry. It has its time and place, and if you like, if you're a simple person, then go for the instant coffee. It's great, it's compact, but you like finer things. So let's talk about different ways to make coffee in the backcountry. One is this contraption. This is called the Handpresso. Okay, and so this is like a little micro espresso machine. You can pump it up so that it reaches the magical 15 bars of pressure. The way it works is you fill these little pods with some finely ground espresso that you packed out on the trail. You pour water into this cup, put the pod in, put the sealer cap on, okay? Then there's this little button here, and you pull it up, okay? And then you pump, and you get your cup. This is an extremely large espresso cup, but you get your cup, and you release your espresso, and it pulls the shot through the fine grounds. It's okay. It's big, okay? Frame of reference, it's a little bit taller than my Nalgene, okay? So it's big. The finicky thing about it is that you need to get the water the right temperature. You put it in, it cools down quickly because there's not a lot, and you actually need to pull 2 shots to get like 2 of these little baskets to get 1 decent shot. And then you're like, okay, well, that was a sweet like 5 minutes of work for like a 30-second coffee. So it's great. It's really great if you like farkles and gimmicky stuff. Then this is a sweet contraption. Sorry, Handpresso. It does make a decent coffee if you take the time to perfect it. But I think if you're on a motorcycle, it takes a valuable weight and space for what it does. Okay, so Handpresso. This thing is seemingly awesome. I just got it. This is the AeroPress Go. Okay, and so it's an AeroPress. If you're not familiar with the AeroPress, it is an amazing way to make coffee. Super fast, really, really good coffee, really simple. Okay, the way it works is there's this thing that's kind of like inverted French press. So there's a couple ways to do it. This is my favorite though. You take this, you take the coffee grounds, okay, coffee grounds go in there. Your hot water goes in there. Whereas this, you can make a cold brew if that's your jam. Then you take the stir, probably the wrong way around, stir it so you get a nice crema. And then you put a little paper filter in the lid, crank it on there. And this thing comes with its own cup, which is pretty snazzy. And then you simply press your way to a delicious coffee, okay? Not the best demo, but I've used these things, I mean, thousands of cups of coffee at home. If you're unfamiliar with the AeroPress, they started with like a home version. It's a little bit bigger and it doesn't come packed down as compactly. It doesn't pack down as small. This is a really sweet progression of the AeroPress because it's an amazing way to make coffee. And my biggest gripe before was that it was bulky bulky AF, man. It was such a pain in the ass to take anywhere because it was like you're taking like a shopping bag of your weird little coffee contraption. So this is sweet. They've got it all packed down into this nice little container. So that reference I will definitely throw in my pannier. It's a cup. The filters, everything is in here, so that's sweet. The AeroPress is also really easy to clean. It kind of cleans itself. It just pushes the grounds out, pop the grounds into the fireplace or something like that, and it's a really sweet way to go. So AeroPress Go, although I have not used this yet, I literally just picked it up today. I'm going to do a how-to video, a coffee video. I love coffee, on how to use the AeroPress because it's great. Okay. Last but not least is this thing. And this is the I can't see it. Sea-to-Summit is the brand. It's called the X-Brew. Okay, this thing is simple and it's good for pour over style coffees. Okay, so as you can see, it's a two-part thing. There's this filter disc which snaps into the bottom here. Okay, let's see if I can do this without looking at it. Oh, I can't. Okay, ding. Okay, the filter, and then this just accordion styles up like that. Okay, this too would go on top of your mug, and you pour your coffee grounds in here, about 2 tablespoons. And then the best way I found to do this is to pour a little bit to wet the grounds, okay? And then let it all drain through, and then fill it almost up. It depends on the size of your cup. The cup I always use at home is I fill it, the water up to the top slowly, making sure the water pours evenly over all the grounds. And then you gotta let it drip. It takes maybe 3 minutes to drip. The funky thing about this is you need to have the right grind size, and the water temperature makes a really big difference, I think. Okay. What I like though is that you really got to drink a lot of cups of coffee to experiment. It's not just like a boom, boom, good to go. You're going to have some good ones. You're going to have some amazing ones. But this thing I think is unbeatable on the trail because this is it. It doesn't break. It's a piece of silicone. It packs to like a ½ an inch thick. It disappears in your bag. And honestly, this is my day-to-day go-to coffee maker. Like every day when I make a coffee in the morning, I use this thing. And it's great. I absolutely love it. No complaints. So that's this frame of reference. So this is an awesome, awesome coffee maker. So that would be my go-to suggestion. There's some variants on this where people have, they put a filter in and stuff like this. This one with a built-in filter I think is epic. Takes a couple minutes to brew, but that's okay. One last hot tip. If you're taking some coffee grounds out on the trail, I always bring mine in this well-worn mini Nalgene. Okay, big Nalgene, small Nalgene. This is a 500 mil. Who knows what that is in ounces? But 500 mils. Fill it up with coffee grounds, and that would usually last me a good like 5-6 days on the trail. So it's pretty sweet. If you pack them in there, then I don't know, get more coffee. Ta-da! But that's a sweet little trick and tip. Packs down nice, like it can kind of slot in all sorts of places. It won't blow up. You won't get coffee. If you dump your bike, your coffee grounds won't get wet. So that's a good little tip. So put your coffee in an Nalgene. Make your coffee with a Sea-to-Summit X-Brew or the AeroPress Go, or if you like, the Handpresso. And coffee's been around for about thousands of years, so there's equal amount of ways to make a coffee. If there's some way that you prefer, hit it up in the comments. Love for you to share in the conversation. Subscribe to my channel if you like. Give me a thumbs up, and that's about it. So yeah, this is Brent from ADV Eats, telling you to get out, stay out, and drink lots of really good coffee. All right, peace.